Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today. So let's start with the Survivor Series event was one for the ages as the men's War Games match featured several brutal spots that shocked fans. This included Bronson Reed, who ended up getting injured, and now the extent of his injuries has been revealed. According to Fightful Select, Bronson Reed injured one or both of his ankles when landing a tsunami off the top of the cage during the War Games match. Following the match, it was said that Reed needed help to make his way backstage. Bronson Reed jumped from the top of the cage, aiming to crush Roman Reigns through a table. However, CM Punk made the save at the last moment, leading to Bronson Reed taking the full impact of the spot instead. Triple H had already mentioned during the post-Survivor Series media scrum that Bronson Reed would be on the shelf for a few weeks following that dangerous spot during the match. Obviously, this is not what Bronson Reed had intended after taking such a risk, but there is nothing that can be done now. We'll have to wait and see what WWE has planned for Bronson Reed once he fully recovers from his injuries. Reed has been on a hot streak in recent months, and fans are hoping he'll have a significant role as 2025 approaches. What do you think of Bronson Reed's risk-taking during the men's War Games match, especially with that tsunami spot off the top of the cage? Let us know in the comments. The next story is about Drew McIntyre's surprise return on the December 2nd episode of Monday Night Raw came sooner than anyone expected. Initially slated for a later comeback, McIntyre stormed back into the WWE spotlight with a shocking attack on Sami Zayn during the show's closing moments. Sources reveal that backstage changes and a key injury prompted the early return of the former WWE champion. According to PWInsider.com, discussions about McIntyre's return had been ongoing, but his comeback was anticipated for later this month, potentially coinciding with WWE's Holiday Week live events or even the Raw Netflix debut in January. However, the recent injury to Bronson Reed at Survivor Series altered plans, leading to McIntyre's early re-entry into the storylines. McIntyre addressed his return and the speculation surrounding his absence in a fiery Twitter video, captioned, "How quickly they all forget." In the video, McIntyre dismissed rumors about his WWE status, stating, "If you don't hear it from me, live on WWE TV, or on my social channels, assume that every single thing you hear about Drew McIntyre is BS. Oh, and how soon, you all forget." Fans had been speculating about McIntyre's future after he took time off to recover from a grueling Hell in a Cell match against CM Punk at WWE Bad Blood. While his return was always planned, the injury shakeup pushed WWE to bring him back earlier than anticipated, much to the delight of the WWE Universe. Were you surprised by Drew McIntyre's sudden return? What do you think is next for him on Raw? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The final story is about the New Day's 10th anniversary. Was a long time coming, and it got a lot of attention in the weeks leading up to the show. This segment also included quite a twist few saw coming. The New Day were placed together a decade ago, and a lot of things have changed since then. The New Day's big 10-year anniversary celebration kicked off the second hour of Raw as Adam Pearce introduced the most decorated tag team in WWE history. Then, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston made their way out to the ring with smiles on their faces. Xavier Woods spoke first when the crowd's "New Day rocks" chant settled. Kofi Kingston then thanks the fans, because they couldn't do it without them. Fans chanted for Big E, and Woods simply said, "We miss him too." That is when Xavier Woods started to tell fans something that is not their fault. Kofi Kingston then revealed that he and Woods have talked, and in light of their argument last week, and just as it seemed like he was going to announce their split, Big E's music hit, and he made his way out to the ring to a huge ovation. Big E took in the fans' cheers, and then he thanked everyone for the reception. Then, Big E said he wishes he was there under different circumstances. Then Big E said that, "Until I am medically cleared to return to the ring, I am going to remind you who you are." He will be around every single week alongside the New Day as their manager. That received a huge reception. Xavier Woods got salty, as he said, "Now you want to come back." He then said that Big E left them, and Kofi Kingston echoed the idea that he left them. Kofi said that Stone Cold broke his neck and he came back, and so did Kurt Angle. Kofi brought up Edge doing the same thing, and they didn't even have something like New Day waiting on them to come back. Woods and Kofi didn't seem to want Big E back now, because he could have been back a long time before if he wanted it, and he didn't even need surgery. Kofi Kingston said that if Big E really cared about them, then he would have been back a long time ago. This took a big turn, especially when Kofi said that Big E picked his new girlfriend and desk job over them. Woods said that fans all over tell them how much they miss Big E, but they did as well. Kofi then fired back and said, Broken neck or not, you chose yourself over us. Big E started to leave, but he turned before stepping through the ropes. He said that they can fix this, but Kofi Kingston stopped him from going in for a hug. Woods wouldn't look at him, and Big E said, "It's like that. It's over. It's done." "Is that what you're telling me? It's over." Then Big E finally left the ring. That was followed by Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods standing face to face, and they locked hands to signify that they're not breaking up. Kofi and Xavier might not be breaking up, but they certainly turned heel. What's your take on how WWE celebrated the New Day's 10-year anniversary with a heel turn? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.